So that's the 4th match done. This is the 5th match, once again bronze. This is something that I want to talk about is some players are smart. Okay, they like to change the formation at the last second to catch you unaware. So always be alert. Okay, so for example, he started with this 4-4-4-2, okay, with no CDM, and then you're thinking, okay, no CDM, midfield should be easy to bypass, you can lob straight through the midfield. And then at the last second, okay, right at the last second, he changes, not really last second, but just before he pressed ready, he changes to a 4-3-3 with a sweeper and a CDM. So if let's say you were not paying attention at this stage, you would have gone in with the wrong formation in mind already. So always pay attention to your opponent's formation right till he pressed ready. So now we know he's playing 4-3-3 with a sweeper. Generally with a sweeper, I don't lock at all already. I just go to the wings, sprint, cross, hit. Yeah, that's what I normally do for a sweeper, because if you've got a sweeper, it's very hard to block, and then it's hard to play central as well. So always I go to the wings, cross, hit, cross, hit, cross, hit. If you keep spamming cross, right, you are bound to score goals for sweepers and park the pass formation. And here, I actually considered my first goal in my campaign, 5 games in. Consider my first goal. Don't worry, don't care, continue to harry your opponent, continue to play on the wings. If you come out against a sweeper opponent, I would suggest you play via crosses. And that is all 5 matches done. So you can see I'm promoted to professional A, bronze A, I like to call it bronze A. 5 wins, 0 losses. And now we can get the campaign proper. So this is the 6th game that I'm playing. Okay. And then same thing. This is the point where my opponents are starting to get a bit strong. So you want to be careful. Okay. You want to stay alert and play carefully. Don't just keep passing forward because you think the opponent is strong. If you think your opponent is weak. So as you can see here, this is the first crisis that I'm facing. I went 2-1 down actually. So here I just want to take a couple of moments to talk about what happens if you go down. There's a term that we use a lot, it's called tilting. So for example, if you are losing 2-1, when we say tilt, it means that your mentality is gone already. You are rushing your play, you're not patient, you are getting frustrated, that is tilting. Generally when you tilt, you lose. Even it happens with me as well. When I tilt, I lose. So the trick is to remind yourself to be patient. You've got time. In ranking, as long as you can script a draw, you go to extra time, you've got more time to score a winning goal. So don't worry, don't panic. Most important thing is don't panic and rush your play. If you keep passing forward, you're bound to get tackled and dispossessed. Keep your possessions, keep passing the ball around, make your opponent run, they'll get frustrated, chances will come, you will score. So never ever let yourself tilt. If you find yourself tilting and you can't tilt back, right, stop the game for today, take a break, tomorrow you go again. Never ever let yourself tilt. So here I'm 2-1 down, it's time to get reinforcement. Like I said, my super sub has to come on. So if you see, I'm taking out my Di Maria, I'm putting Ronaldo on the wing, I'm putting Luca Toni in the striker position. So this is what I normally do when I'm chasing a goal. You should have your contingency as well. If you're losing, if you're chasing a goal, who should you turn to? What formation should you use? Sometimes I use 4-1-1-4 as well. And you can see here, Luca Toni makes an instant impact. Okay, you see he takes the ball from the edge, he puts in a cross, and Lampard scores the header. That is instant impact for my sub. He didn't score, but at least he assists. Okay, so that is what I generally do if I'm chasing a goal. 63 minutes in, Ibra scores the goal, 3-2 up, I'm comfortable. But I also try not to be complacent as well. As you can see, Ibra, Toni, goal. And that is the power of my Luca Toni. Even in my own personal account, I have him on the bench. So here you see, I was down by 2-1. If I've tilted there, I probably would have lost this game. So I maintained my composure and I came out 5-2. I came out with the 5-2 match and 5-2 win. And this is the promo match. We are aiming for World Class Silver C. Same thing, your opponent is bronze. If you look at this formation, okay, 4-4-2. Let's just look at the formation. Here, 4-4-2 is a very balanced formation. So when you're facing a 4-4-2, generally you want to be careful. Sometimes when I see opponent using 4-4-2, I'll be like, this guy should be quite pro. Because 4-4-2 is not easy to use. And 4-4-2 means that when he's attacking, he's got a lot of players, and when he's defending, he's got a lot of players as well. So you want to be very careful when you play against 4-4-2. And the first time fake shot again, and then if you can long shot, you long shot. I can't stress enough how important is the first time fake shot. It is so good at creating spaces in a crowded area because your defenders are not expecting you to move. Once again, I do the first time fake shot, the defenders goes into the tackle, and Ronaldo is off already. So that is my go-to skill when I use. And then the stop-start dribble, gone. Okay, stop-start dribble is also very important. Like I said in my previous video, if you can get 10,000 subscribers, okay, 10,000 subscribers, I'm gonna do a video to teach you guys everything I know about the stop-start dribble. Okay, let's yeah, so this is 6-0. And then now, this is the first game against a silver opponent. I'm not sure how good you are in this game, but if you are looking at silver C and you worry, then you need to practice more. Because if you want to go to legend rank, you have to be very comfortable looking at silvers, C, B and A's, and then say, okay, I can beat him. Okay, so this is my first silver opponent. Look at his formation, he's got no CDM. If you stay remember to stay all the way. He's got no CDM, easy to bypass. His defense will be very open one. As you can see here, there's no CDM right at this area. There's no CDM, and then you can have a free run and cross and go lah. I generally like to do cross and goes lah. Yeah. So always practice. This is a very okay. This part I want to talk about patience. This is very important here. So as you can see here, let me see whether I've changed the, yeah, okay, so what you can see here is that I'm 80 minutes in and I'm 1-0 up. So what I do now here is to switch to my possession play here. As you can see here from the bottom right, I switch to my possession strategy, and what I do is just to hold the ball. Okay, keep holding the ball until the 90th minute before you attack. So I'm gonna I probably did a fast forward over here. Okay, and then just keep the ball, be patient. Look at here, the pass forward. Now let's pause this for a while. If you pass the ball between your defenders, I call that time wasting. But what I'm doing here is I pass the ball in my opponent's half, most of the time in front of his box. So you have no need to worry about opponents complaining that you're time wasting, because you're not. It's their job to chase the ball, it's their job to win the ball off you. You have no need, and they have no right to demand the ball from you, and you don't have to give the ball to them. So what you have to do is to be patient, keep the ball right here. Look at what I'm doing, I keep the ball, okay? If you can't win the ball off me, it's your problem, it's not my problem. And then once you hit 90, if you look at the clock here, I'm 90 minutes in, go for your last attack, right? As you can see here, I failed, and then goalkeeper blows for full time. That is what I generally do when I'm protecting a lead. Don't be stupid, go for a cross, go for a counter, and then you get countered back, and then you concede a goal. You will feel gutted, trust me. You got 80 minutes and you're 1-0 up, 2-1 up, protect your lead. Go for your defensive strategy and keep the ball. Alright? So this is my promotion done. I'm promoted to Silver C, I believe. And yeah, Silver C. Okay? Next is to go for Silver B. Okay, this guy is playing a 4-3-3, which is pretty balanced. So generally 4-3-3, nothing much to prepare. Like, you want to be careful as usual, but there's not a lot of things that you want to be careful about. Okay, so against silver opponents, they are stronger, but you should believe that you are strongest. Okay, now this is the mentality that I want to talk about. When it comes to ranking, don't think that you cannot get Legend C. Now, I used to struggle in Legend C a lot. Like a lot. I can never get to Legend C. And then the first time I got it, I was so happy. And then subsequently, I get it every season already. So it's all a matter of mentality. If you believe that you can get Legend C, then you can get Legend C. You get what I mean? Okay? In fact, I believe this is the biggest problem when it comes to ranking. A lot of people don't believe. You are at Legend A, you go for promo. No, sorry, you are at World Class A, Silver A, and then you go for promo, and then you are worried, and then you start to tremble, your fingers are shaking, you start to sweat, and then you don't know what you're doing, you're not playing your usual game, and then you lose the promo match. Always stay calm, believe in yourself, alright? Now this is the promo game again. As you can see here, I've got a lot of streak going on. There's a lot of points. It's easy to climb the ranking. So this guy is Silver B, and I see him using 442, so I'm a bit worried. 442, this guy should be good. Be very, very careful of this. And then I think he went on to score first. Yeah, he went on to score first on the counter. But same thing, keep calm, and then you should be able to pull forward. There are times when you cannot, but it's luck. Okay, sometimes you just can't score no matter what. I would say just take it, you know. So once again here, you see the situation. 80 minutes in, 2-1 up. I switched to my possession strategy whereby I put everything at 20 at ultra defensive, and then I just pass the ball around. You need to win the ball off me. I'm not giving it to you, so I pass around. I forgot. I'm inside the crossing position, but I'm not crossing. Spreading the ball around, pass until I see 90. As you see 90, 1 minute, you are safe. If you see 90 and 5 minutes, don't immediately cross. You're killing yourself. Okay. If you see 90 minutes and 5 minutes, pass a bit more first. Be smart. If it's 1 minute, yeah, you can pass a bit more and then cross. 5 minutes, please be patient. Okay. So pass. Go for my final attack here. Final attack. Cross. No, don't have. I'm done. I win the match already. Straight away. Boom. Referee blows. I win the match. So this is how you hold on to a lead and don't concede stupid late goals. Okay. Now look at this. This is something that I want to talk about as well. If I look at the opponent, full +8 team, very scary. And I'm like everyone as well. I'll look at this team and go, wow, +8 leh, scary leh. Most importantly, you need to believe in yourself. Know that this engine, you do not need a very strong team to win. You just have to be good at this game, you can win. Full +8 team, so what? We can beat him. So never let yourself tilt when you look at your opponent's team. There are bound to be people with crazy teams. I've played against one with 220 billion team. Never let yourself tilt. You can beat him if you are better than him. Okay, so let's go into the game. Very tight game. I remember this game is very tight, and then very nice pass from Ibra, and then cutscene. Sometimes you don't cross, sometimes I don't cross. You want to be unpredictable as well. You see, a very tight game. 80th minute of game. I'm only 1-0 up. I'm a bit worried already, so I switched to my possession style and then I just keep passing and passing. Generally in their half, okay? I try not to stay in my own half. And if possible, go to the wings, because the wings is the furthest area from your opponent. So it will take the most time for them to get from this point to your point. So just turn here and there, pass, twist, turn, pass, twist, turn, pass. Go for a final attack, 90th minute. Already go for a final attack, cross, fail. Here. This is something important. If you have a corner kick in the 90th minute, don't be stupid and cross the ball in, because if it gets headed out, you're on a counter, you're in trouble. Okay? Ask the second player to come near, as you can see here. Ask him to come near, play a short pass to him, and then you just pass, go for a final attack, and that's it. If he scores you, noob, don't care. Now, generally, this is another very good advice. If you think that you are the type that gets angry and tilt when your opponent trash talk you, right? Press equal and off the chat. Totally don't see what they're typing. I generally off the chat one. Okay, but I on this chat because this is part of a recording and I just wanted to show you guys some of the trash talks that the opponent does. When you play this sort of possession style, opponents are going to get frustrated, they're going to press, they're going to lose the ball, and they're going to score you. So if you are the type that when they score you, you get affected, your gameplay get affected, just block the chat, alright? So I'm wasting time going for my final course, I didn't score, I don't care. Basically, I'm just attacking for fun here, okay? I'm just attacking until the goalkeeper blows for final whistle and I'm promoted to Silver B.